Hey guys, this is Chad Joyce with La Palm Real Estate and welcome to another edition of Touring Tuesday. Today we're going to be checking out this house right behind us. We're at 3110 West Jefferson in Dallas, Texas. Now this is a new construction even though we're in the Oak Cliff area and are all around here some older homes. The Bishop Arts District is about 2.5 miles that way. Downtown Dallas about 5-10 minutes that way. We're really centrally located here. So what we're going to see here is a builder who took a property on an infill lot and built a brand new home. This is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home, 3,793 square feet. Current list price is $1,443,000. As you can see, we got a really modern design behind us, and I'm really excited to have a look at this one and see what we can find on the inside. Let's go on in, let's check it out. Here we are. And if you're not familiar with Dallas, yes, Jefferson is a busy street, so it's a little bit of a negative for being on such a busy road. But as you come on in, this is what we walk into. You can see, there is a modern design here with the handrails. I don't know if I really, like the stairs being right here, and this is a really long, narrow area. You do have a little bit of a bookcase here. Nice quality. Again, we got nice hardwood floors in here. Got recessed lighting, but this is the main living area. Like, this is what you walk into. Now it is, the front part of this house is really beautiful. And as you can see, we got nice big trees out there. I'm a huge fan of the trees. Really like the windows. Not sure what that niche is supposed to be right there, what you're supposed to do with it. That's really odd. And then you got some more extra windows. But nice big open area when you walk in, but this is a really small living room. There's not much to this at all. I got what appear to be 2 closets here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, here's the one that goes under the stairs. And then let's see what we got over here. Nice heavy doors though, by the way. Yeah, and here's just another coat rack. So that's a little disappointing. You're at a $1.5 million home basically, and you walk in and that's the living area. Now, right off here, we're going to explore. Again, we got the recessed lighting, nice wide hallways. I'm suspecting this is the garage. Let's go ahead. Oh, yep, this is the garage. 2-car garage. They finished out, you got the recessed lighting in here, garage door opener, nice extra space. Got a little bit of storage space right here. Looks like they're still doing a little, well, no, that's the foundation, the slab right there. But it looks like they're gonna be doing some work, maybe finish putting the trim up here. I don't know if these stairs are permanent or not. You do have a sprinkler system, but I don't see the electrical panel. We'll see what we can find. I don't see the hot water heater. So let's see what we can find for the rest. That needs to be finished out. Again, this is just the garage, so I suspect that would be. It's already cut out, but if I'm gonna be showing a house of this price, I wanna have that done. So let's go on in, see what we got here. Right, got another closet. No rails to hang anything, but that's a minor issue. Looks like we got the laundry room here. Looks like it's built for a stacked washer dryer connection. That's what this is. So you got that's your dryer connection. There's your washer connections, but your vents right here. So there's only room to stack these. So that's what this was designed for. Good sized room though. You got a sink. Looks like, well, you don't have any, I'm not sure what you're going to put there because there's no power there. Power's up there. No power on this wall either, so I'm not sure what you can do there. Maybe a little design flaw. All right, come on down the hallway. Got another closet. Here's the only bathroom downstairs, I think, because this hallway ends. Nice quality. The materials in this house so far have been really nice. I'm not a big fan of gold. If you've watched the channel before, that's not really my style. And you can see right in here, we've got some gold. Obviously the faucet's a little bit copper, goldish, but that's not really my style. I don't really like it, but this is done nicely. Can't complain about the quality. The tile work down here is really nice. Really thin, small tiles, as you can see. So, can't really complain about the quality. You can, personal preference will change what you think of is actually in there. Here's a secondary bedroom. Now, you got ceiling fans in here and recessed lighting, remote controlled. There's your connection, your switches for it. I'm looking at this. What was that car, the Cars movie where it was animated and they had that one car character that looked just like that truck. Forget his name, Tate or something or whatever. Anyways, nice big closet. We are a pier and beam foundation, so there's the actual access. That's what that is. That's not damage. I'm not sure what they were doing under there, but somebody was under there doing something. But that's how you get to the underneath the subfloors and work on some of the piping, if that's what you need to do. Got another bedroom here, so you got 2 full bedrooms downstairs. Only 1 bathroom, and again, you only have 1 bathroom. There's your closet, which is smaller than the other one. You only have 1 bathroom for the living area as well, so I think I wouldn't like that. I think that's a design flaw. Again, quality's great. I don't know if I like the design decisions. Here's your furnace. So, looks like this is an all-electric. Oh no, all-electric here furnace. So, not really a fan of that either. Would want something a little more energy efficient. Let's go on upstairs and see what we find upstairs. So this is obviously meant as the main living area. Let's see if we can find some lights. This is really pretty. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is really pretty. Let's get some lights on, probably make it look a little better. And here's the main kitchen area. Again, I don't like the gold copper, but this is done really tastefully. And also one nice thing, like you've got these trees. Like these are beautiful trees. They've been here forever. We got a nice covered patio right off the kitchen area here. You could probably even set up, I mean, it's a good size. You could set up a little breakfast balcony out here and sit out here in the morning. Now we're looking north right now. East is over here, it's the morning, so the sun's coming up on this side. That's south right there, and west is gonna be over here. So in the evening, the sun's gonna be pointed this way behind the kitchen. You've got all these trees. Let's go out here real quick. See if I can get the door open. Yep, there we go. So you got all these trees. I mean, mature trees covering this. This was built the right direction. If you want to come spy on your neighbor too. So, again, it is a busy road, but if you're going to be living in urban Dallas, that's kind of, that's not something that should be unexpected. You should be used to some of that noise. Now, when we get in here, like it shuts off. Like you can't hear anything, which is really nice. So here's here's the fridge. We don't have our appliances in yet. And I did talk to the sellers on this one. They are going to be putting them in, but I would have liked to have been able to see them. Like here's obviously we're going to put the microwave. Dishwasher's gonna be here. You got a farm sink. Really nice. Nice big island. I mean, this is great. But I would have loved to have seen what appliances. Just obviously where your stove's gonna go. It's gas, which is nice. You got your pot holders. And they don't even have the vent in here yet either. So would have liked to have seen that. Lots of extra cabinet space. So I wonder, nope, that's not gonna. So, okay. I thought that was it. You can see right here, there's a gap. So I thought there was rollers on these, which there are, but the way these cabinets have been put on, this is supposed to come out, but I can't pull it out because of the cabinets. And you can't take these cabinets out any farther because of that. Oh man, that's unfortunate. That's a really good idea. Like, this is supposed to come out where you can easily get the stuff in the back, but man, not designed the right way. Kind of a waste there. Here's a pantry. See if I can get the light on in here. Here we go. There we go. So lots of storage, pretty tall, plenty of space. Again, the quality of the work in here is really nice. Like, I like the vaulted ceilings, I like the light fixtures, I like the materials that are used. I just don't understand some of these decisions. This is obviously meant to be kind of a living dining area. Over here, if I can find the light switches, here's your main living area, looking out over the backyard. Let's see if we can get some, there we go. Oh, there we go, some of those. Now this is kind of odd. Again, I talked about the nice big windows, but I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. They've even got it marked off so you don't walk out there. Obviously, that could be something that somebody put some plants on and everything, but the builder, I don't know if you can even see it. Let me zoom in. They haven't caulked it, so they haven't even finished it out there. That's obviously an afterthought. I don't like those designs. I think it's wasted space. And you can even come over here, like right here. I just picked this out. Like, you can see it hasn't been caulked along the floors. Something that probably needs to be done. So here's our main living area. You got the recessed lighting, really nice. Fireplace, gas fireplace, really good open space. You got some outlets in the ground. We'll come check out the backyard here in a second. I'm not sure how to get to the backyard because there is no door downstairs. Maybe there's a door back there. We'll find out. So let's look on in here. We got a bathroom. Not sure which one this is. There we go. Looks to be a secondary bathroom. Again, nice quality construction, good work. I just don't know if I don't like the copper style. Like, this wouldn't be me. And also, I think the mirror's too small. It should have been a bigger size mirror. But nice big shower area. Like, this is nice and big. Plenty of room there. I don't necessarily like how this private bathroom is really the only bathroom. I come in here, here's the third bedroom. So we're gonna find the primary probably down the hall, but here's the third bedroom. I don't like how their private bathroom is used as the bathroom for the main living area. I just, if you're gonna be building a $1.5 million home in a nice area, like, it should be a private bathroom. You should have a half bath out for the rest of the area. Good sized closets, so don't have a problem there. This room's a little smaller than the ones downstairs, a little bit narrower, but same features. You got tall ceilings, recessed lighting, got the hardwood floors throughout, which is really nice. So looks like we're coming back here. Here's our primary suite. Here's the primary closet, which, good God, this is another bedroom. This thing's huge. I would have liked to have seen some additional shelving. There's only one row of shelving on this side. You do have two over here, but it would have been nice to have that. They do have the shoe racks down at the bottom, which is a nice little feature. Again, they haven't caulked along the flooring, so I don't know if that's just you can see, I don't know if that's a decision that they've made. they've caulked on top of the trim connecting to the walls, but they didn't caulk along the flooring. Let's see what we got here. Looks like got another stackable washer dryer area. There needs to be a pan right here in case you have water overflow so it doesn't damage the flooring, but you do have an upstairs washing room in the primary closet, which is a nice thing to have. So, and it is electric, it's not gas. Here's the primary bedroom. Let's see if I can find a light switch. There we go. I need to mute my phone. And here is the primary. Again, same style as everything else. It's got the recessed lighting, ceiling fan, tall ceilings. You can see it's got the real wood, hardwood floors throughout. Nice trim. Again, no caulking from between the floor and the trim. Good, nice windows, which is kind of odd. You can say hi to your neighbors over there, but put blinds in here and it'll look pretty nice. Here's our primary bathroom. And where's my light switches? Looks like they're over here on the other side. But I don't have the lights on right now, and you can see it's nice and bright. Oops, there are some light switches over here. Let's get those on. Let's see what this turns on. That's the fan. So let's see what this one turns on. There we go. There's the recessed lighting. I was trying to get those lights on in there. This isn't, one of the prevalent styles that's come out in the last couple of years is having the primary bathtub and shower all in the same area. They did put in a door over here, which I think is kind of awkward. Because look at that, it's a nice open space right there. This is already nice and open. In my opinion, this piece right here on the left should have gone all the way over. There shouldn't be a door. You can walk around in here, there's no door, sliding glass or anything. You can just walk around and get in the shower that way. But personal preference. But a lot of times, this area will actually be fully enclosed. So this right here would come all the way over to the wall. And that way you just have one wet area separating the bath and shower area from the rest of the bathroom. And that's probably what was originally supposed to be done here. But now it just looks like it's not complete because you can see over the door there's an open space and all of that. Again, we have the small mirrors in here, which I don't like. And they should have had the lighting. I don't know if these do. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. They should have had the lighting behind them. Again, those are all personal preferences. But the work done in here is really nice. The tile work's nice. The tub's nice. Plenty of light. My idea on windows in the bathroom is they should be high or they should be frosted. I don't like having that, but you'd have to put in blinds on these. Let's see what we got here. Oh, and there's the private toilet. So that's what you got in there. I don't see, let's go walk out on the backyard. Maybe there's some stairs or something. Let's see. Oops, I think I just turned on the fan. I don't know if there's a door to get out to that backyard, which, I'll turn the fan off, which is really strange. Here's the back patio, and quite frankly, I don't know if I want to walk out on it. That doesn't appear to be done. But look down below, you can see where the slab is. How do you get to the backyard? If I'm walking through a $1.5 million house and I, as a real estate broker, have been doing this for 20 some odd years, if I can't find the way to get to the backyard, that's probably not a good solution. Let's go out here. I'll just poke my head out. I'm 235 pounds. So, okay, both of those open up. Hopefully this doesn't fall down for me. Looks like the neighbor has put a fence up. Okay, this is pretty steady, pretty sturdy. I'm not gonna lean on this. Neighbor's got a fence up, but this house doesn't. And that was one thing that the builder did say, they are going to be putting the fence up, but they have not done that yet. And you can see right over there. So let's go ahead. This is a nice patio. We got a ceiling fan up in here. Let's go walk around, see if I can go on back downstairs and see if I can find the way to get to the backyard here, because that's kind of strange. Okay, we made it to the backyard, and as you can see, there is no door back here. I'm not sure what they're going to do. They haven't finished the siding coming down, so you can see how the upstairs siding's done. But down here, there's no siding, and there's obviously no fence. Not sure what you're supposed to do with a house with a backyard that you can't even access. And this is a nice backyard. Now I'm concerned about the slope, because now they do have it going a little bit down to the right there, but I'm on a pretty big hill in the backyard. If you get a lot of rain, that's going to be coming in the house. So again, we got some design flaws here, you know, with how some of the layouts are and all of that. But I don't think I've ever been in $1 million home like this. And by the way, the neighbor's on the market too. I think they're about $400,000 cheaper. But I've never been in a home like this where there's no access to the backyard. Not sure what the plans are. So that's really, really odd. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the tour here today. This property is really interesting. There are pros with it. It's got a great location. If you want to be in close to downtown and in a growing area, close to Bishop Arts, close to downtown Dallas, and close to all the amenities and growth that's happening down here, this is a great opportunity. The materials in the house used are really good materials, and for the most part, the home was constructed pretty well. There are obviously some problems. You know, I think there should be a half bath on both the upstairs and the downstairs so that guests can use it and you don't have to open up a private bathroom to them. You know, the backyard, not being able to access it. Now, I'm going to give the builder a little bit of a pass because it looks like they're still doing some things out there, and possibly they may be building stairs down from that back patio to the backyard, and that's how you access it, you know, from upstairs. So, you know, that may work, but I'm not sure what the plans are there. And also, you know, just downstairs, I think that downstairs living area is just really small. Now, I think the design was for the upstairs was to be for the adults, downstairs is for the kids, which is a little bit backwards, but I think that's kind of what the design was, and that was supposed to be more of a game room area. One thing I do really like is I do really like the mature trees and the covered patio in the front. I think that's a really great thing to have, and really something that's unique to homes built in this area. Now, if you are looking in this area and this is your price range, understand a couple things about the market. It is a buyer's market right now. So if you are looking for that, you know, understand that when you go in. I know this house is being listed at $1,443,000. The neighbor is significantly less. That's something you can play off and see what you can get. Also, the other thing is that a lot of builders are offering incentives, and some of those incentives are going to be stopping here pretty soon, honestly, especially if you're looking at some of the major national builders, okay? Because it's getting too expensive to keep offering these buy down rates. Like they've been offering $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 on concessions to help agents or help buyers buy down their rates. That's going to be stopping pretty soon, and we're seeing right now builders slow down with their land purchases, slow down with their construction starts, slow down with some of these incentives. So that's telling me that the market's kind of becoming stagnant. And be aware of that if you come in. I would not be offering full price on this. I may be offering $200,000 less, especially if you're going to handle some of these issues on this house on your own. So if this is something that you're looking for, please keep in mind my contact information is below. I'm always available. Love talking to you guys. And until next week, you guys have a good one. We'll see you later.